Hello everyone, my name is Alexis Mongiello. I'm a senior associate at PwC in the assurance practice. I've been with the firm for a little over 3 years now. I graduated from Temple University. I did my undergrad there as well as my graduate degree in a Master's of Accountancy. I also serve as the president of the Temple Accounting Alumni Association at Temple University. I only found out about the Big Four accounting firms when I was actually a sophomore in college. From a family friend, I heard this great story of what being a CPA could be for me, and I was like, wow, it's really cool to own your own business, have your own firm, make your own hours. And so I was like, yeah, let's try this out. And when I went to college, I found out about public accounting, and that's where I learned about all of the Big Four, the regional firms, and that's really where I found out about public accounting. Honestly, no day looks alike. Every day is a little different. I get to be on multiple clients during the year. At PwC, we have specific industries that we work in. So I'm in the asset wealth management group, where I get to audit. If you think about investing, I'm auditing the funds you're investing in. So the mutual funds, the ETFs, the big funds you think about that's what I'm auditing. So some days I could be working all day on my testing areas. Some days I could be doing some financial statements. Other days I'm talking to CFOs, CEOs, and having client discussions about what the right next steps are for them and, helping our clients. So as senior associate level, I'm already getting to talk to C-suite executives in my role. I'm in the asset wealth management group, so I'm in a very regulatory environment. When you think about investing, that's kind of the funds I'm auditing. It's a mutual fund or an ETF, so that comprises of a bunch of stocks within it, and I get to audit that. You see a financial statement, and we'll say the balance sheet. So you have your assets, your liabilities, and your equity. So each of those three categories, there's subsections of that, and each line item on the financial statements is what I'm auditing. So let's say cash, for instance. So in order to test cash, how much cash the company has, I'm going to go to the bank and say, hey, I need to confirm the amount of cash that the company's reporting. And we'll, confirm that through a third party, which is, reliable, that account, that it actually agrees to what they're saying. So we're just confirming that what the client is putting on the financial statements is what is actually there. So when everyday people, when they go to invest, they know the financial statements are true. So in college, we learn about auditing, tax, accounting, financial reporting. But I find that in public accounting specifically, it's all about client services and more like the regional firms and, when you're at a company, might be a little different in the private sector, but I'm in client services. So a lot of my skills that are really important are my soft skills, the stuff that you probably don't learn that much in school, and you just develop over time. So talking to clients, like I'm a senior associate talking to a CFO, I need to talk to them a certain way and be very professional. So learning those soft skills I find is really important. I find it really rewarding when I get to serve my clients and we're able to have victories. Sometimes in our jobs it can be kind of intense, but that makes it more rewarding on the other side when you put in all this hard work. Like running a marathon, for instance, it's going to be long and hard, but when you cross that finish line, I feel like it's super rewarding. That's how I find being in audit. We do audits all the time. Every time you get to finish one, it's like a little win. So I like celebrating the little victories during the year. I would probably say that when you're starting in accounting, just be open to different opportunities. I find that every day I'm getting, pulled in 16 different directions, and, sometimes there's people are asking you to do things, and because we're in accounting, we get to be selective of what opportunities we pick. So just really keeping that in mind that, you could say yes to everything, but even more important, it's like be decisive of what is truly makes you happy, and that's what you should follow. So in accounting, and especially in public accounting, we like to say we are in the apprenticeship model. I find that mentorship is super important in my career. If it wasn't for some of my mentors, I wouldn't have ended up where I am at PwC, being a senior associate, being a CPA. It's really important to lean into those mentors that are gonna guide you through your college career and you're beginning your professional career. Also, I encourage you guys to lean into your professors. One of my greatest mentors was one of my first accounting professors at Temple University, who I ended up getting to TA for, and he helped me tremendously along the way. So I would just advise everyone, as you start this journey, just really lean into those mentors who are gonna help you.